Hello, welcome back. So today I'm going to talk to you about our inner train line, which is the way that our nervous system deals with stress. So I'm going to describe the different stations on the train line, and I'm going to describe the various symptoms that you get at each station. Now, what's really important is that we go back every day, at least once a day, to the first station on our line, which is calm central. Now, calm central is where we are present, relaxed and calm. The key word here being present, okay, so you can be aware of what's around you and interact with it. Now, calm central is where our nervous system isn't activated at all, and the majority of us don't live there very often. So we get on the train sometimes at the next station, which is Lochtaduton. Now, in Lochtaduton, you're going to have mild to medium levels of stress. So you might have some sleeplessness or waking up in the night worrying about things. You might be anxious. You will definitely have some tension. And you might find yourself being irritable with people around you. So that station is a place where most of us live. And it's because we have to do things like get the shopping, get the dinner ready, go to work, figure out everything we've got to do during the day, make a list. It's all the normal everyday bits of stress that we have that mean we're in Lochtaduton because we've got a lot to do. And if we don't come back to calm central, then what we do instead when we get extra stresses in our life is we don't come from calm central to Lochtaduton. We go from Lochtaduton to upper Stressingborough. And that's where we have higher levels of stress, which are actually not good for us. So upper Stressingborough is the next station on the line. So we've got calm central, Lochtaduton, upper Stressingborough. And that's where you experience high levels of stress. So we've got anger, we've got anxiety, we've got faster breathing. So we start breathing from our chest instead of into our belly. And when we do that and we breathe faster, what we're doing is setting off the anxiety circuits in our brain. And they then start looking for things to be anxious about. And obviously they find them because there's always something you can be anxious about. And that then sets off more panic and more symptoms in the body. So we might start sweating at upper Stressingborough, it's quite hot there. We have faster, more intrusive thoughts. And if that continues, then we end up getting back on the train and going to great overwhelming. And great overwhelming is a place that you really don't want to be. It's the place where you can have very high, severe levels of stress. And these stress symptoms at great overwhelming, they turn into trauma symptoms. So it's not that you're traumatized, it's that the symptoms of stress turn into those that people who are traumatized have. So you can't say I'm traumatized, but you can say I'm so stressed I'm having trauma symptoms. So those kind of symptoms are rage, panic attacks, full-blown panic attacks, hyperventilation, heavy sweating, rumination. So we can't stop thinking about everything. All of those symptoms are fight and flight symptoms. They're designed to get us out of the situation or to fight it and get through it. But at the same time, once we get to great overwhelming, our nervous system does two things. So it introduces a new way of trying to cope with things. So we've got fight and flight going on, which is ramping us up all the time and making us more and more activated. And we also have then the nervous system trying to get everything to go back down. And this is our freeze. So when we freeze, what we're trying to do is to get ourselves into the place where we can quietly die and not be here anymore, because our nervous system is beginning to think that there's no hope. And those symptoms look like a heaviness in the body, depression, slow thoughts, just can't think straight. So hopelessness, insomnia, confusion, coldness. You might actually physically feel cold in this in this station, it's quite cold there. And those symptoms going alongside, we call them cold symptoms and hot symptoms. So hot symptoms ramp you up, cold symptoms ramp you down. And having those two going on at the same place in great overwhelming is exhausting. Absolutely exhausting. So you're going to feel knackered if you're at that station a lot of the time. Now, if you just visit the station for a couple of moments and then you go back to Upper Stretsingborough and then you go back to Loch Duton and then you go back to Calm Central, actually you're going to be okay. But if you stay in great overwhelming for any length of time, then you're going to get back on the train and you're going to go to Gonnever Cliff. And if you go to Gonnever Cliff, you will be very calm, you'll be very relaxed, but you won't be present. Yeah, so that's how everybody's nervous system works. And obviously it's not picture perfect because it's just an illustration. But we need to be aware of which station we're at, and we need to ensure that we bring ourselves back to Calm Central every day. So later on, we're going to be posting some stuff about how you can do that, how you can bring yourself back to Calm Central, and why not? If 10 minutes a day is all it needs to bring your nervous system back into a state of calm so that you can deal with the stresses that you've got in your life, and lots of people are stressed these days, there's a lot of it about, which is why we're doing these videos. If it only takes 10 minutes, is that not worth doing? Will that not make a difference to your life? So I'm going to tell you a very quick story about a young lady that came to see me, and she was sent by an organisation because she was so very anxious. She was really struggling to allow her children to do anything. She would just get too activated. And when she came to see me, I gave her what we call an autogenic training CD, which you can get from our website. And this lady took the CD, and I said to her, please listen to it every day. And she took it away, and the following week she came back for another session, and I didn't recognise her when she came through the door. And I said, goodness, what have you done? What's changed? And she said, oh, you're a miracle worker. And I said, no, I'm not. That's not what it's about. Something has changed. What have you done differently? And she said, oh, you know that thing you gave me, that CD? Well, I've been listening to it. When I get up in the morning, I listen to it with my son. And then before I take him to school, I listen to it then. And then when I come back from school, I listen to it again. And if I'm going out during the day, I listen to it before I go. And then I listen to it when I get back. And I listen to it again before I pick him up from school. And then I listen to it again when I get home. And then we both listen to it again before we go to bed. And it's changed everything. And now I don't need to come and see you anymore because it's actually changed everything. And I said, so will you continue to listen to it? And she said, yes. I said, fabulous. Off you go then. Obviously, people don't generally listen to it. That was an amazing experience, both for her and for me, because it really solidified for me that if you're willing to put the effort in to calming your nervous system down, it can have a major impact. And the autogenic training is only 10 minutes long. So, your nervous system is a train line. There are 5 stations on it. And you need to know which station you're at. Yeah, and you need to bring yourself back to Calm Central as a commuter every day. Speak to you later. Bye for now.